Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the glass. And it's time to basically clean it before we install it. So I got my acid water. It's a byproduct of... Is this thing not working now? Usually just pump it. It's just shooting out. Put this in the house so it can warm up. I have another bottle. It's like a little chili, so that was in the truck. But let's just put some of this stuff on there. The key to cleaning this properly is having 2 microfiber cloths, one dry and one you use to wash it. Basically, it's the one that's going to get wet, real wet. I'm going to use this one. This is the one that's going to get wet. I'm going to wipe off. Pick your part symbol. Why not clean? The whole thing properly. And so then, now I'm going to use this one to dry the glass. We're obviously going to flip it over. Clean the inside too. Clean this side. There's a bit of dirt on it. And I'll wipe it down dry again. This thing works so good. Like if this was a mirror, you would literally see yourself in it. It didn't take us long to take this out of the truck. It was more or less the time to clean up all the glass that had gotten in the door, and found out there was some kind of mouse living in there. And then you just wipe it dry to the point where the microfiber basically takes off all the crap that is usually stuck to the glass. And like it just shines so nicely once you're done. I just noticed there's a little bit of a scratch there. Whatever. Flip it around again. Look at that. It shines like nobody's business. So now pretty much ready to install that. Look at that. Just looks so beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to set up over down here near the truck. And we got her ready to go here. Let me just adjust this stand. That way we're nice and level. We basically got the tools we need right here. I got some other weather strippings too. My original one, which I think is this one. Yeah. I think this felt looks really nice. This is a new one. So I thought those were marks from the scrapyard, but I guess they're marks from the factory. Let me go grab that glass. Open up my socket set right here. Have the keys to turn the truck on so I can move the arm up and down. Everything's nice and clean inside. So I think I'm gonna, in the future, I'm gonna buy a couple of these trucks as parts trucks. Just cause, you know, these trucks are classics, right? Let me clean that lens quick. These trucks are basically classics. These 99 to 2004 3 trucks they've been around for a little bit, and they're basically gonna get harder and harder to find parts, so the best time to pick up parts is now. That piece of glass cost me $42, and I'm sure to go buy it new it would be even more than that. But I gotta run in, grab the keys for the truck so I can turn on the motor and be able to move the track up and down. we got bag. Basically, just smashed my hand on something. That sucked. Oh, and I got a new reflector piece. I also got a drill that I'm going to be needing to install most of this. What else? My hands are a little bit cold, I can tell you. So now we'll be able to move this window up and down to be able to install it. It shouldn't take long to install this. It's just cleaning everything. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring the track down to here, so we'll be able to line everything up and screw it all in. So yeah, we cleaned it all up. Oh yeah, I need an 11 socket. So what a lot of people probably don't do is they try to force this glass in place. And you have this track that connects to that bolt so that you can move the track open and farther. You can open it and close it, I guess you could say. And these two bolts do the exact same thing on this side, here and here. So that is a number 11 socket, if I remember correctly. So, and again, we're using our Flex tools. Now, I'm not sponsored by Flex, but if Flex wants to sponsor somebody. So now we can move the track back and forth. And then, in my truck's case, I just moved the track back to where the dirt is. Right? In somebody else's truck's case, there isn't a lot of play. But I'm loosening it so that the glass slides in nicely. And so on the actual, what do you call it? This window flange, we've got basically a 10-inch nut, 10 millimeter, comes out nicely, right? And I'm thinking, I like how that wants to just fall. Wouldn't that be great on camera? I'm going to actually clean this felt. Right here, because now the glass is out, so it's mind you, I did get another one. I'm just checking to see which one's better. These are $5, so I was like, you know what? You never know. One day I may or may not need that. And for $5, will I be able to get that manufactured in the future? Probably not. So I'm cleaning it for whatever reason. basically just making sure it's all good. Alright. Now, what we're going to do is from this outside, we're going to drop it in. Because I've loosened that track, it should make it easier to pop that glass in roughly. Wow, it actually went right into the holes. What are the odds of that? Look at this. Who would have thought? See that right there? It literally went into the holes perfectly. I can't, I'd have to take the camera off the stand to show you. Just give me a second here. This is the most smoothest glass installation I think I've ever installed. That slipped right into the holes perfectly there. And then there's the other spot right there. Right? Wow. Now, all we gotta do, wherever I put those nuts, you throw those on like that. See, one-handed. And then I'm gonna get this guy. Here and here. So look at this. I'm trying to do this with one hand. I might be able to just kind of set that to the side, or hook it up here out of the way. And now you can see that I could just install that nut, and we're just gonna finger tighten that, just finger tight, and then we're gonna raise the window up. Look at this. I'm gonna put this back on the stand so I can work here. So you see how when I put it in, I rocked the window in from the outside. So now the glass will get all the way up in the place where it needs to be. We're going to tighten these bolts again. So we're going to use that 11. First I'll put this guy back. Go too hard, and then line that right back up to where it needs to go. That's awesome. Got a window again. Snug that. Snug that. And snug that. So there's our, we don't need that 11 socket anymore. I'm going to bring the window back down to where it was so I can snug up, because you don't want to ratchet that on with the impact. It's going to destroy the screw. And let that now that's nice and tight. That's literally why they have these holes here. Just so you can access everything. Got it all greased up in here. We've changed out that door lock. And now that window goes up and down. Way better than it did before. That's nice and smooth. I just gotta wipe off all the gunk touching it. Ready to start having a nice clean window. Now all I gotta do is go get those interior biddies. Oh, and I even, if you were watching the video yesterday, you'll see that this you'll see that this door lock plastic was missing, so we've got that. We'll be able to. It was split, so for whatever reason, it literally. I got a piece of glass in my finger from yesterday, but I gotta pull this. And I install the, jeez. I can almost see it. I thought I got it out yesterday, but definitely didn't. Lever light. And there you have it. Window goes down. Window goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, 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 up. It feels good. You can't imagine how cold driving around. Mind you, the other day it was like plus 20, so it wasn't so bad. But obviously today I'm wearing a sweater. I'm a little bit colder than I was yesterday. This window's a bit scratched up, so I might end up getting another one later. Have some spare parts, you know, with these trucks. They last forever. So now the only other thing is do I want to put in the original one, weather stripping? I'm gonna put the new one in, because this one has a little bit of a bend to it, right here. And that's the new one. So we'll clean that up too. Might as well get everything nice and clean. Did all that work. Why put it back dirty, right? I'm gonna go grab my spray. Here we have it. Just give that a good washing. So I make this clean water, and this is a byproduct from that clean water. It's actually it's basically a higher acid content than the rest of the water. And what I found is it's amazing for cleaning glass and all kinds of stuff, right? Like, I don't know if any of you watched the video from when I was working on that place for a friend of mine, and I was sleeping there. I cleaned some glass. Then, once she saw I cleaned the glass, she's like, "Where can I get some of that stuff?" And then here's a jug of it, right? It's a real good cleaning product. So, this is obviously dirty too. We clean it all up, right? Yeah, it's almost like a new door. Why do a half job, right, when you can do a good job? So now that we got all of this in, because I got this truck from someone else, and it was just filthy when I got it. Let's take that off. And that's why if you watched the video yesterday when I took the door panel off, it was just dirty. Like, this is dirty. And I'm the kind of guy that if I'm going to do anything, if I'm going to put my energy towards anything, I want it to just at least be to the best of my ability. Right? So, why not? If you're going to clean it. That way it's clean for a while. Right? You take care of something, it's going to last you for a while until someone else breaks it or you break it. But, for instance, let's say I want to reseal this door. Do you think I can reseal this door? When I say reseal, put new caulking where the old caulking was. Just to get a better seal on the door. Do you think I'd be able to stick it to dirt? Probably not. So I'll clean it up a bit, get it looking nice, right? At least when I leave the job, what I've done, it's going to be in immaculate shape. I know I did a good job. Everything's just filthy. So much dust, right? It's like whoever owned this truck traveled back roads only, because there was dust on everything. Anything I took off, the vents are covered in dust. The door panel's covered in dust. Let's give it a proper cleaning before we put our stuff back. least. Right now, the truck's pretty much clean, right? There's a little bit more I could do here, but look how dirty this rag is just from cleaning this. Do it right the first time so you don't have to fix it later. That's my motto. And that is, might have to pick up something cleaner in the scrapyard. You know, because people are getting rid of these things, not realizing that these trucks were honestly the best trucks Ford ever made. There's only one thing I don't like about these trucks, is they don't have a fully boxed frame. So that's the only thing. You know, Dodge and Chevy make a good, rugged, fully boxed frame, which I feel is superior to a Ford frame. Less chance of you bending the frame, but the truck also is made for medium heavy duty. So you have a fully boxed frame, you get a rougher ride. A frame that kind of moves with the truck, you get a better ride. So then we take this weather stripping and just snap that right back into where it came out of. A little more dirt here. Now we've got, like what we did yesterday, we switched out the handle, right, because we already had all this stuff off, which that's dirty too, so we're gonna quickly clean that up too. Eventually I'm gonna have the truck, all the body work done. There's not a lot that needs to be done. That was the other reason why I bought the truck, was some film still left over. Bought the truck because it literally needed all cab corners done, which is just 2, and then box corners. And everything else under the truck is solid. So I'll at a later date get the whole truck repainted and then have some ideas for that. Seeing a little more of that red film from the parts place that they put on the glass. I know it's their product. A nice and clean. The glass is installed now. All we need to do is put the door panels on. When we go to put the door panel on, I want to wash the door panel, so I'm not going to put it on just yet. But what we will do is we'll change this light out because mine's smashed for whatever reason. Somebody had smashed it and somebody put this stuff on here. Just throw that back. And look, I'll show you what I mean by somebody had smashed it because it's smashed. Let me adjust the stand to fit this application better. I'm not sure who, but somebody threw a rock at it because I found the rock sitting there. I should have got those lenses, but to be honest, I'm actually going to change this out to one fully closed setup. But for now, let's just get this one in. I guess I could turn the truck off. Because I had it in the on position. So I know that there's two Phillips screw bits under here to extract these lights. Let's see here. Oh, wow, I can't even see the. Wait, it's not Phillips on this one. This one's like a hex head. What the hell? Weird. Where I got that glass, the headlights were amazing on the other truck. I ended up taking the bulbs out of it. So this is a hex head. It's a little different. For whatever reason, these ones are hard to get at. Ah, these ones are Phillips. There's a hex head on this side and Phillips on that side. So somebody must have changed one of them. I wonder if that I wonder if this acid water will clean up these headlights a little bit better. I never tried cleaning them. It's way cleaner. Maybe they just needed a good cleaning. Okay, so I think that's a 10 mil. bumper's got some flex to it, you know? Might be able to put something in there so I can get to that. Which is kind of weird. Yeah, the bumper's got a bit of flex to it, so let's see. It feels like it's I got this 9mm hooked up. Oh, look, there's just, I don't know what they did, but they sure as hell they've got two different screws. So there is a Phillips on this side. It looks like it's moving around. I can't see because of the sun. There's two different screws there. So it's probably an 8. Because the 9 is definitely not the right size. I also have a 7. You know what? We're going to start with a 7. Let's see if that 7 fits. How do I get that? Another crowbar. Oh, I got it. Something in this bag here. Okay, so I found several different prying options that we can possibly use to at least get this bumper to flex down. Let's start with that guy. That's not. No. What about a long screwdriver? Oh, that's the one. Of course, they got the bent pliers, so we can't get nothing. Let's see if I got another 100%. try these guys. See, there's that hex screw. There's not much holding this one in. Let's see if we can. Also got this pry bar. I'm struggling so much with this because do I really care if I damage this one? This one's like, it's obviously not really being held in by much at this point. Ready to come right out. Those are brittle. Those clips for the light. Yeah. You can't expect something that's that old for it to not work, right? Might as well clean that bulb. Then I should get another one of these. Oh, you know what? Because I did get one. Came with the light. Except they're orange for whatever reason. Huh. Weird. Might as well make sure that that light works. Let's see. Before we put any of this in. Different. So the one that I came off the truck has a different setup. So this I think was an 03. So this is newer. So I have to use the old one. It looks like it's still good. Let's just see. Okay, that light works. This one doesn't. Running lights. And I'm wondering. Well, that's a turn signal light, isn't it? So this guy, what's that for? I love the sound of this thing. I know we got a few options. I said to myself, I said, self, you might as well pick up these bulbs while you're there, because in the future, these are cab light ones. There's another one of the same guy. That one looks like it's burnt. Fine. That connector. it ain't working for whatever reason. Figured I might as well clean, fix while I go, right? Rinse this off. Yeah, I don't like how that's not. It looks like we're going to need a new plastic to hold this light in. Crazy. Why I can't move. I'm having a hard time moving this piece. I'm gonna have to look into this because probably need a smaller screwdriver that fits. So we got these these are Mastercraft bits. And it's kind of a good little set, to be honest. This is the larger version. You can make them smaller, make them longer, flip them around, have the flathead. But there's a small screwdriver for the small. Oh, there you got one. Let's try that one. So it looks like this black pin right here, you just press it down and it should release this, but it just doesn't. Just doesn't want to. What do we got here? See what we got for comments here. We got, it ends up that to change a light bulb, you have to disable the engine. Maybe the whole bodywork. Okay. Thank you, Roman Autoviv, whatever your name is. Hey, this is like a puzzle to me. I should go to my mechanic buddy's shop and be like, hey, how do you do this? Because and that light bulb's gone. And see, that one looks good. That one should work. That one looks good too. So those ones look good. I'm just gonna see what I got here. That one looks good. And that one looks good. Let's try. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go get some lube. I'm just gonna spray it into the terminal. Let's go get some lube to spray into the. We're gonna spray inside the terminal there. Let's go get it. We gotta grab I guess the other keys. They're in the house. So I need the keys to get into the garage. The gorgeous animal that is existeth. Look at this beautiful thing. House is a little bit chaotic. All right. We'll just throw some lube in it. Maybe that'll help with the connection. Let there be light, and there was light. Pretty sure I got, I guess, penetrating oil or rust inhibitor will work. We'll take the two. Pretty sure I had, oh, there's some WSDs, the 40s. Right, gorgeous thing? You walking away? Look at you. You're too damn beautiful. This dog is honestly unbelievable. Ah! We might try to tackle those tie rods today. Oh, you had to come out, did you? I may have to In the car. Oh, this can is empty. Saw the city people driving by. They looked like they were in an investigative mood because they saw the most gorgeous animal alive off of the leash. Let's just see. Some good old-fashioned WD-40 work. On that. Still nothing. Why? Go around. He just had to go into the truck. Got the truck instead. Yeah, I don't know why that's not working, but it can't be on lights all day. So the only thing that's going to hold this in is actually going to be the screws. Which I'm fine with at this point. Just want it. Let's put this guy in first. Or where did that super long screw go? That's the other thing we need. I need to get the bolts for this. Well, that looks like it's going to be fun. Let me use my sausage fingers for this. Wherever that screw went, it's in my pocket. Oh. Lucky for me, I always grab the bolts when I'm taking stuff apart. So those screws should be in here. Where are you, screw? Where the fuck are they? Huh. Weirdly enough. Did I put it on the... Like I said, I always keep the screws when I remove stuff from scrapyard vehicles. I have an extra one. Might have to use this magnet. That may make my life easier. Get it in first. Fucking glare, I can't see nothing. Let me grab my flashlight. I can't see anything in there. And we also scored these guys for $1. Brand new lights. A flashlight. Oh, the flashlight's right here. There we are. Now, we got this guy. Man, this is a what a job. There. That should hold that in for a period of time. There we got all that together. Lights are in, the lights are working. Should check the spacing on the front. Okay, that's working there. Let's check the back. Got the two running lights ain't working. We pretty much got everything else working. Okay, we got a window in with the lights working. We got just about everything working. All I gotta do is I want to clean these lights a little bit better. Right here, see how this one light looks foggier than the other. Yeah, this one guy broke the clip on my light. Not happy about that. But I know this is a brand new bulb. I'm going to switch this one out. So the 99 version has less grip than the newer version, so we'll throw these ones in. These had that seating process. What a headache. Especially when you got giant hands. Wow, what a pain in the fucking ass this is. There we go. Finally. One bulb changed. Why does it snap into that one? This one, I think I have to take the battery out to change it. Maybe not. This one still works. I'm just gonna switch it for one that looks a little newer. Press it into the light. All light. Let's see if we get these headlights a little cleaner. Also cleaning the inside of the truck. Man, this thing needs to be fixed. It's zip tied in. Alright, let's see what okay, the lights look better. Nice and clean. All right, there we have it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thanks for watching. I'm going to clean that door panel before I put it on, so I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to try to get this these tie rods in place. So that's going to be the next project. So stay tuned. I will probably be back later today to do that. I got to kind of tell the client I'm not going to come to work today and kind of see where that goes. Have a good day. Thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. You guys are amazing. Texas Mickey Jack. Loving life, living life. Have a great day.